Okay guys, listen up please. Now I've got to say, I've been very, very impressed with the way we've been playing in possession. Scoring goals, looking good, love the work. But defensively, I've got my concerns, boys, I've got to say, particularly at fullback. So fullbacks, what I need you to do is, I don't know guys, I'm not a fullback. Just stop conceding goals, please. Hello? Oh, the youth intake is here. Fantastic, fantastic. Tell me, can any of them defend? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 5, Episode 9 at H&W Welders on the Impossible Dream as we look to lead the team to some form of European glory. And today we end the league proper, I suppose, with our final two games of the Championship group against Ballymena United and Glentoran. And then we will, of course, prepare for the European playoffs. But the big news since last episode is that the youth intake has arrived. And as you can see, we have got one very, very decent prospect, and then a lot of nothing, to be honest. James Gallagher is the man we've gotten through, or the kid we've gotten through. He's a striker already with finishing of 8, dribbling of 9, which is promising decent composure, decisions, leadership off the ball. Physicals aren't too bad either. There's a lot to like, I've got to say, about James Gallagher. Now, as ever, I do like to name the regens after my Patreon supporters, so if you're a qualifying Patreon, let me know if you would like to have James named after you. You can see if we, just while we're here, have a quick look at the potential we do have. Now, some of these guys are senior players that have come back down to play in the trial game. But, of course, Patterson, who we just signed, he is potentially quite good. Paul Warnock is senior. Daniel Curry is the guy that came through last year. He is potentially quite good. And otherwise, yeah, there's a lot of guys there that are sort of more first-team players that we'll recognise that just came down. So there is a little bit of potential coming through the academy, which is important and good because we'll need that if and when we do get to Europe. But yeah, that is just kind of what it is. Now, there are 3 games to catch you up on since last episode. 3 very tough games against the top 3 teams in the league. So let's start the recap by looking at our game at home against Linfield. Sean Simpson gave us an early lead. Linfield drew level and then went in front midway through the first half. But a Trelucas stunner had us level at the break. And Sean Simpson's second gave us a second half lead. Linfield drew level again and then claimed all 3 points. So there we go. We gave a good account of ourselves, particularly going forward. But you can see what I mean defensively, and particularly in wide areas, the fullbacks. I've tried defending narrow. I've tried defending wide, figuring that if they're both playing bad, it must be something tactically. Now, I do have, it'll be Trelucas and whoever's playing the number 10. They do man mark the fullback, so they shouldn't be getting overloaded. Because that's obviously the risk playing in this sort of a formation. I don't know what to do to fix it, but a great goal by Lucas, a nice second goal from Simpson as well. So a lot to like about the performance going forward. Yeah, just defensively, bit of a shambles. Next up, we went to Coleraine. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you the highlights from this one because the game's kind of, I'm not sure what it's doing. It's showing the highlights of another game. So yeah, I can't show you the highlights, but we did lose. We were quite poor, to be honest. We didn't miss too much. The Boyle goal was, I think it was a first for him for the club. But again, you can see fullbacks, but this time particularly down the right-hand side, not great. And yeah, I mean, the only other thing I can really go off of is to show you is XG, and you can see there very, very much second best. So apologies for that. The game just won't. It's showing like a different game, which is weird. And now we've just decided to turn it right off. Excellent stuff. It's going well, isn't it? All right, the final game to catch you up on was against Larne. We went behind in the 14th minute. And we're 2 down moments later. Sinnerton crossed for Gowan to pull one back. But Larne restored their lead before half-time. Before Gowan got a second with 10 to play. So again, it gave a decent account of ourselves. Again, not great defensively. And again, it was wide areas. I played like this. This was very much a rotated team because there's only, I think, a 1 or 2 day break between this and the Ballymena game. So that's why we switched things up. And to be honest, again, as I said, gave a decent account of ourselves just defensively. And again, in those wide areas, I don't know how to fix it. Quick look at what that means. Obviously, we've lost 3 games since last episode. We're still in 4th, though Ballymena do have 2 games in hand on us. They have to go and play the top 3. They've already played Glentoran and they drew them. So if we can get, we've got these 2 teams today. If we can get 4 points, that should be enough to see us finish 4th. And then we'll go into the European playoffs as with as good a chance as any to go and qualify for Europe. Now let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Ballymena, and we can see that they are a 4-4-1-1 formation, which is what they've played most of the season. And this is the team we're sending out. It's Popple in goal. It's Boyle, Okocha, Hall, and Simpson. It is own goal Gallagher in behind Tipton and Cundell. Simpson, who has cemented himself that spot, to be honest. He's been superb as a number 10. In behind, it's going to be Roddy and Lucas. The reason for that, as you can see here, Cargbo is, as I said, he's just unfit. Now, hopefully, what's his name? Keister gets the memo. He doesn't fly all the way from Sierra Leone to not see Cargbo play. But Cargbo will be back for the next one. Okay, so we can see the lineups here. No familiar names in their lineup. And, well, what do we say? This end the poor run of form, go out there, make it count. I can maybe get on board with that, actually. As I said, it's mostly just defensively. I mean, the Coleraine game, again, it's a shame I couldn't show you the highlights. But, we were, that was the worst game of us. We didn't really offer too much in that one. But the other 2 games, we have offered something getting forward. It is very much just defensively that we're letting ourselves down. Hopefully, we're not going to see that here. Straight to Popple, makes a good save. I should say, too, while the game is just getting in the way here, I do need to say a very, very big thank you to a new Patreon supporter, Flossius. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Thank you so much, mate. Oh, good save from Lucas. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Now, I know I say this every time. It's really not expected. But if you do enjoy my content and you are able to, obviously, it's a bit of a weird time right now for everybody. There is a link to my Patreon in the description. There's also a little thank you perks that I give to the Patreons as well. So there's a link there if you want to have a proper look at it. I don't like to bang on about it too much, but yeah, as I said, thank you to Flossius and the rest of my Patreons. There is no words enough to express my gratitude for that. Here we go with tipped another corner near post. It's Okocha, and was that goalkeeper? No, it must have hit the crossbar, I think. I mean, we're doing okay here, aren't we? They've had 2 shots on goal now, but a very, very low XG would suggest they're not the best chances. I wonder if we try lowering this tempo down and see if that works for us at all. We've got an attacking throw for them 10 minutes before half-time. Cross comes in. Okocha heads it all. I'm not quite sure why Popple didn't just come and get that. Boyle's slow to get across, and is it going to cost us the goal? It's not. But I tell you what, we might get him on the break here. Bobby Roddy. He holds the ball up nicely, crosses it there for Cundell. Can he get a ball in for Lucas? Oh, it's blocked away. Good block tackle as well. Let's try demand more. It's motivated some, it's frustrated others. Just before half-time, about 2 or 3 minutes plus stoppages. There's a ball for Simpson. Nice one. It's there for Cundell. Lucas through the middle. Roddy's out wide. He goes to Roddy. Can Roddy find a finish? Bobby Roddy! Oh, I thought it was in. And he's pushed it just past the post. And we are 0-0 at the break, despite very much being the better team there. Do we say we're happy with it? No, we'll say we're not pleased with that. We'll try and demand higher standards from us. And there we go. Whenever I hear Bobby Roddy, I always think that song, was it Oogie Boogie or whatever? Bobby Roddy, Bobby Roddy. Bobby Roddy, Bobby Roddy, Bobby Roddy. That would definitely be the Terrace song, wouldn't it? I can't think what the actual song's called. It's not called Oogie Boogie. I don't know what it's called. It's an old school song, though. Here we go with Hall. What is Hall doing? He's a centre-back. Simpson has it, though. He's done well in the end, Hall. Here he is there with Cundell. Look at that. Both strikers are there waiting for him. Tipton's making a run. He looks for Tipton. Can't find him. It's there for Boyle. Boyle quickly for Lucas. Is he onside? He is not. And it is ruled out. Lucas does have a very nasty habit of catching himself offside. He just hasn't pushed up, has he? It's a little bit lazy, to be honest. And we can have no complaints. I do wonder at what point we look to go with some wingers here, perhaps. What else can we do? Let's get rid of this. Let's maybe go a little bit more direct and see if that can help us at all. Lucas is looking tired. Byrne is on the bench, so we'll bring him on, make that change. Yeah. I mean, it's one of these where we're away from home and a draw keeps Ballymena behind us. Although they have games in hand, but you would fancy them to lose those games in hand against the top three. Byrne is there. Knocked down. It's Roddy. Roddy unleashes. I'm not quite sure what he's doing there. Cundell picks up the loose ball. There's a ball for Byrne. Oh, and Reece Byrne comes off the bench and gets himself a 9th of the season. And in the 79th minute, we have a 1-0 lead. Very, very nicely done. A little bit of luck with the ball breaking for us there. Roddy, I mean, that was the world's worst shot, but he's got away with it. Sean Simpson again was it with an assist. He is absolutely running the show. Or was it Cundell, did it say down there? It was Simpson, wasn't it, that put the ball through? Yeah, it's a stunning pass from Simpson. I mean, all of his vision of 17. He's got 20 X-ray vision, I think he has. And we've got another highlight. Can we go and wrap up this game? Roddy has it. Back to Simpson. Cross in. It's headed away. Own goal Gallagher should pick that up. It's Cundell for Boyle. Can Boyle whip across in? He goes back for Cundell. And he scored some good goals this season, Cundell, but that one was just over the bar. We can't give him some praise. All right, we're coming towards the end. Let's just start and slow this thing down for us. What are we doing here, though? That's all fine. Hopefully, we can see this out. Let's maybe praise them late on, and that'll do it. A 1-0 win away to Ballymena, and that just about secures 4th. That will help us in seedings for the playoff draw. It should mean that we'll play at home against anybody but the 3rd place team. Yeah, well done, boys. That was good. So there we go. We can see that there with goal difference as well. They'd have to win both their games in hand to get level with us. So, as I said, you would imagine that's not going to happen. Goal difference, as much as anything, will protect us there, I would think. But there we go, a 1-0 win. That's nice to see. Wait right there, guys. We'll be back to round off the regular league season against Glentoran. Okay, welcome back. Now, with the season winding down, it is now time to vote on your Viewers Player of the Year Awards. So thank you for everybody who nominated players. There were 2 that had more than 1 nomination, so they become our nominees. So first up in alphabetical order is the man, the myth, the legend, Hamzat Kagbo. He has 18 goals so far this season, 4 assists, and an average match rating of 7.37. And the second nominee, he is on loan this season, becomes a permanent member of the squad next season. It's George Tipton. He has 6 goals so far this season, an incredible 15 assists. Didn't realize he had that many assists, and an average match rating of 7.16. So the way this works, if you're new, is there will be a link down the very top of the description. That'll take you through to a straw poll. Click on that, vote for your favourite player, and we will announce the winner at the end of season awards. It may be next episode. Hopefully it won't be, because hopefully we'll have a final of the European playoff to play first. But just in case, we need to vote today. Alright, so let's get this underway. It is the final game of the regular season. You can see 4th place is in the bag. Ballymena lost to, I think it was to Larne. They can't catch us. Glentoran can't catch us. We are nowhere near catching Coleraine. So it's a dead rubber, which is always good. But of course, it's more than that, because it's a chance for us to get revenge for them knocking us out of the cup last episode. Now let's have a quick look at what we're doing here. We're going to send out a strong team. It is Popple in goal. It's Boyle, Okocha, Hall. I want to try and get this link up fixed with Simpson. Warnick's going to get a game. Warnick is someone who I do think it would be a good player for. He's only on loan, but for the playoffs, I want to try and get him playing well and maybe look to get him back again next season. McQuaid and Cundell go in midfield. Simpson, Cargbo, and Lucas. Those 3 could become our holy trinity, I think. So let's hope they play well. Alright, so we can see the team sheets here. Let's get out there and let's... I don't have no idea what I clicked on then. Go out there and have fun today. Absolutely did not mean to do that. Let's point our finger and say make a difference and hope that we've accidentally clicked on something good there, it looks like. And here we go. Glentoran in their red. Let's hope that that's not a good colour for them. Looks as though we've got a decent crowd in as well, which is going to be nice. Yeah, and it's just basically a chance to hopefully get a good result on the board before the playoffs begin. Now, the way that I think it will work is that whoever comes 6th, which will be Glentoran, they will play the team in 7th. The winner of that will play Coleraine, and we will play Ballymena Millard. Now, they're one-off games. I've sort of gone back to try and have a look. That's a terrible miss, isn't it? So it'll be a one-off game. We should host it because we'll be in 4th, so that'll be a nice bonus. And then hopefully we'll play the team that's come 7th. Hopefully but we'll play. If we win, we'll then play the winner of the other semi-final in the final. And the winner of that will be in Europe next year. So we are potentially, after this, 2 wins away from Europe. So yeah, that would obviously be the goal for this year. We need to try and get ourselves in Europe to get that European money. Popple has made a decent save there. And I'm already getting the sense that this isn't quite working. So let's push up a little bit higher on them. So yeah, I mean, the main thing for here is we just don't want to get any injuries. If we can get our 2 centre-backs playing well together, that would be a nice little bonus as well. I'm wondering, actually, I don't know why I'm looking to exploit the middle, given the way that that they're lining up with 3 central midfielders. I did toy with the idea of going with wingers, but I just feel like the front 3 that we have, and that's gone in, then it's Hamza Cargbo, and he's got his 19th of the season. He is 1 away from 20. Now, that will cost us money, so maybe we don't want him to get there. But all the best to him. If he gets us 20 goals this year, that would be superb. Just a stunning header, wasn't it? Climbed above the rest. And put it in the back of the net, 1-0. Excellent stuff. If we can just avoid injuries, have a good solid performance here, that would be very, very nice indeed. Will Hall's looking nervous, which isn't ideal. We've maybe mugged them off a little bit according to XG, but that's fine with us. Things capable of better. Yeah, I can get on board with that, I think. Let's pump our fists, say we have faith in them. We'll keep a very close eye on Will Hall, who is, for some reason, extremely nervous in this game that means us absolutely nothing, really. Oh, triple sub from them. They've changed the way they're playing. We need to go and change our marking assignments. Okay, so that's done. And, now I wonder if we can look to exploit the flanks a little bit. What do we say? Let's keep praising them. They've got 3 up top, which maybe we need to be a little bit more aware of than we are already. Warnock gets that header clear. And let's see what we can do. Now, of course, what we do have in our favour is 2-on-3 at the back. And I tell you what, I will take Lucas and Cargbo against any 3 defenders in this league if it comes to that. Here we go with Cargbo. Can he slip a pass in? Look how big he is compared to everybody else. Absolutely love the man. Can he win that? Of course he can. No, actually, he can't. He lost. McQuaid, can he get a tackle in for us? Warnock goes across. Just got to be a little bit careful because we are 2-on-3 really at the back, aren't we? We've got our fullbacks tucked in. Header clear there. McQuaid or Cargbo. Cargbo picks it up. Keeps possession for us. That's what he does. He goes early for Lucas. Can Lucas get himself a goal here? Lucas, he's absolutely smashed that in. An 18th of the season for him. And we are in danger of having 2 20-goal strikers at the club this season. And their backup, Byrne, he has 9. He could get himself into double figures as well. Goal scoring has been a problem for us in the past, but not this season. If anything, we've had the opposite problem, straight through the goalkeeper's hands. Maybe should have done a little bit better there. Yeah, if anything, we've had the opposite problem because we're struggling a little bit defensively this season. Obviously, you can't have everything when you're manager of the Welders, but we can dream. Do we want to make any changes? Given that, Lucas is tied, maybe we'll take Lucas off for Byrne. Given that Cargbo does tend to tire himself out, I wonder if we could make a change there. But we'll leave it for now. We've got a corner to defend. Now, we don't want them getting a goal back because 2-1 is a lot less comfortable than 2-0. Simpson tries to clear it, but just kicks the Glentoran player in the stomach with the ball instead. Boyle goes one-on-one with his man, gets a nice block in. Boyle potentially should be a very good left-back for us. He's just, I'm going to say, taking time to settle. It's coming up on 2 years, so maybe he's just someone that takes a while to settle. They've played that very nicely, and that is a woeful finish. We'll give them some praise. We're coming towards the end. XG suggests they've been the better team, but that doesn't mean anything. We're over time. Hopefully we won't give up a consolation goal. Popple, I tell you what. He's got away with that. And with this clean sheet, Popple will break the club record. And that is full time. So Popple's broken the clean sheet record for the club, which is excellent to see. We've got a win against Glentoran. Means absolutely nothing because we would much rather have won the cup game. But we'll say well done there. So that is essentially the way the league table ends up. Ballymena's still got a game that was postponed against Linfield. Linfield's beaten Larne, but it won't make any difference. Larne are champions. And, well, we're going to be playing Ballymena Millard in a playoff. So rearguard action provides memorable victory for the Welders. We're in the European playoff places, but we already knew that. Cargbo's a fitness concern. We already knew that. No Keister in the stands today. What's going on? Cargbo picked up player of the match award. What did I think of his performance? Cargbo, brilliant as always. So that is that. Now, if you're wondering about how the cup went, somewhat annoyingly, Ballymena are in the final against Larne. So we really would like Larne to win that. Now, we went out at the quarterfinals, you might remember, on penalties. Glentoran ended up losing on penalties to Ballymena, and Larne snuck past Dollingtown, who, why couldn't we have drawn them? So that's how the final got to where it is. So we really do want, if Larne can win that, then there'll be an extra place in the league, of course, so that would greatly help us. But that will do it for today, though, guys. If you've enjoyed that, hit thumbs up. 2 wins, which is a bit of a rarity for us. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to go and vote for your Viewers Player of the Year. And next episode, it will be the European playoff place. Now, as I said, as far as I could figure out, that for us is going to be against Ballymena, because 6th will play 7th. The winner of that will play 3rd, and we'll play 5th. So that, I believe, is how that will go. So we'll see you for that one, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.